whichever way you want to turn, your ass needs to go on the opposite side, but your upper body kind of needs to come on this side. So you need to be like this if you're trying to turn this way. See what I mean? A little more speed helps.
Chris is going to show us a little project that he's been working on for the past, I don't know, what, couple months?
5 weeks.
I'll let him tell you all about it.
This is my mini trike. I've wanted one since I've seen one on the interwebs, and they're just as much fun as they look. I can't afford $5,000 to purchase one, so I set out to build one myself. I came across JD's Garage YouTube, and they actually provide plans, detailed plans, step for step, how to bend, what degree, how to notch, even cutouts, wraparound cutouts, paper cutouts to wrap around for the notches. Ends up being close enough to TIG weld. I've TIG welded the entire frame together based off those plans. It started with a jig, which they provided plans for the jig. It enables you to get your 25-degree rake on your neck here for your front forks, and everything is built off that. The outside of the frame is 12 inches outside to outside. Everything is built in the jig, welded in the jig, so it all stays true and straight during the welding process. After that, they include a BOM, which is a list of materials, including websites, prices, and providing you have all the tools to do it yourself, give or take $1,300, $1,354.11.
Not bad at all. It's pretty affordable, honestly.
I've got a little more into it just because I did a few different things.
So what's the engine on it here?
It's a Predator Ghost 212 from Harbor Freight, a Wang Tools. Hooked us up. 329 doll hairs. It's about 10.5 horsepower. From what I understand, revs to 6,000. Based on the 10-tooth sprocket on the torque converter, 46-tooth sprocket on the rear axle, 12-inch tall tires. Based on that, it should go 46.75 miles per hour, which is incredibly dangerous.
That's so fast. It's up on a stool right now, but I mean, this thing is inches off the ground.
I don't have my wheelie bars done yet. That's the only thing I have to build and put here in the back. It needs them, trust me. If you get on it, it will come straight up and drag the back of the seat and put your back straight on the ground. It comes up quick.
Tell us about the seat a little bit.
This is a tractor seat I found on eBay. I'm 41 years old and I have a bad back, so I needed some air ride comfort. So I bought, this is what costs a little extra. I bought the kit from TC Bros. It's an air ride seat that you can add or adjust air from 5 PSI to 25 PSI. Since it's a, hardtail, hard frame, the zero suspension, I needed something, so I intend on making the entire thing kind of based on a farm-off tractor.
Okay, what does that involve?
So I'm painting it red like a farm-off tractor. Frame, tank, covers. I've got a torque converter cover. I have to trim where the frame and exhaust come in, but there will be a cover over this. Got little farm-off stickers. Got a tractor flap for the exhaust like most old school tractors do. The exhaust will end up coming out here and angling up just right here behind the seat. I don't have a little exhaust flap. I'm more excited about that than probably most people are.
That's going to be really cool.
It's got disc brakes in the back, no brakes in the front. The one main difference between the Garage Vlog Trikes and this one's got the 4-liter tank on it. Theirs comes with a 2-liter tank. I just thought this looked a little more size-wise based on the tank. Like their tank is like this. It just didn't look proportionate. This looks much more proportionate, and you don't have to fill it as much, obviously. I think tomorrow I'm gonna get my wheelie bars done. I'd really like to add electric start to it, along with an LED headlight, and probably power it from a Milwaukee battery mounted in here somewhere, providing the starter doesn't intrude on that. But
yeah, I guess you've got no way, you don't have a generator or an alternator or anything on this to generate power for something like that, do you?
Well, the electric start kit comes with that. Like it'll regenerate the power to the battery, and which I may just use a 12-volt, just small battery. But the brake actually comes with a limit switch, so you can add a taillight. So I want to make a taillight, headlight, electric start. And yeah, so I just got the knobby tires on there, the treaded tires.
Works way better with tread.
I did have slicks on it up until today.
That sounds sketchy.
Extremely sketchy. And it makes turning incredibly difficult. With the treaded tires, of course I'm on dirt, grass, whatnot. treaded tires make it so much better to turn.
Yeah.
You still have to kind of lean your body because it's live axle. It doesn't have a differential. I thought about putting a differential on it. You can get a Peerless differential for like $175. It's just a little spool that kind of goes in between here.
Really?
Yeah. But then your wheelies are based on your weight balance on that differential, and I don't think it'd be so much fun. So you can kind of lean forward and goose it, and it'll just drag the whole back end around. You can drift it extremely easy, especially in the rain and the grass. You can get hurt. Yeah, you can get hurt quick. And I've hurt myself a couple times. But yeah, come here and look at I think the plans were like $35, but it came with everything. From the jig, this is what the jig kind of looks like, how to build it, the specs, everything to use. It's just extremely detailed and it goes together way better than you anticipate. Anybody can do it. You don't have to have a TIG welder. You can MIG weld the whole thing. I don't have a tubing notcher and did all of it without, and I think it came out probably a little better.
You can really fine tune by doing the notches by hand.
Yeah, just using the notches by hand, doing the notches by hand, using the wrappers, which the wrappers kind of look like that. They're one-to-one drawings, so these are sized appropriately. You just print them, cut them out, wrap these around the tube, notch it using an angle grinder. I have since made DXF files, so where the upper and lower tree on the triple tree, I can cut them out on CNC plasma at work, along with the motor mounts. I've designed those in CAD so I can cut those out again to make it easier on the next one. I intend on making another frame for my brother, maybe one for Alex if he wants one, but we're going to make some more. May try to film a little bit more on the next frame to give it a little. I don't think there's another frame building like talking about it, at least what I can find on YouTube. So the plans were designed, this is one of the main differences. If you see in the back, the plans were designed around a 4.5-inch radius bender, and I just borrowed Alex's bender, which has a 5.5-inch radius, if not vice versa, I can't remember. So these were supposed to meant to come up a little higher, 90, and then over, and then 90 down. Given the bigger radius, I just had to do what I bent a 90 and then cut them, welded each one in the center. It's a little pointy. Gives a little character, I guess. But
I think it's kind of neat looking, like a kind of a cathedral look to it.
It clears the chain and the brake caliper, so it does have disc brakes. That's the brake caliper right there. I think that's it. The only thing machining I did was just for the spacers, and that can honestly be done with an angle grinder. These little spacers for here, I just wanted them true on each side. The spacers for each side of the wheel, I just put in the lathe and made sure they were true and flat. But I mean, you can easily do with an angle grinder. They don't have to be 100% perfect. But it starts, runs. Incredibly enjoyable.
It rips, man.
Rips. 100% dangerous. Do not build one of these for your kids. Not advised. These are adult toys.
You done wheelied your air filter off.
Yeah,
Dang, I missed it.
I got another one on my.
All right.
These bars, I started with a shorter set of, I think you saw it last time with a shorter set of bars. These bars on it, just sitting around for my son's dirt bike, but I wanted taller. These are actually factory 2002 Honda CRF 50 handlebars, just with the Pro Taper thing off of these. These are Pro Taper bars. So those work a lot better. A lot of people put 1-inch risers on below these risers. I don't know, I didn't want to do that. I just wanted taller bars. I think it looks a little better.
Dude, that exhaust.
It's rowdy.
Make some noise. Well, do something sick already, dude. Let's see it. All right, we got this thing down off the stool. Chris is gonna show us what this thing's made of.
to ride with.
This thing is sick, dude.
Way more grip.
All right, that's gonna do it for this one. See you later. Bye.